Brad, coming against Cleveland, does this victory mean even more than a regular victory?
I think the biggest thing, I went into the game thinking and told our guys this afternoon, and just told them now, I wasn't as concerned about the result. I just wanted to play with a real purpose, possession to possession, and maximize as many of those as possible, let the chips fall where they may. We did a better job of that tonight than we have in a lot of games this year, which is required when you play a team of this caliber, and hopefully we can keep doing that when we go on the road.
Brad, just bringing back Avery at the end of the game there, was that, you talked about, managing the minutes, was that the plan all along to hopefully bring him back late?
Yeah, that's why he played 18 minutes. I was told somewhere between 22 and 23 max, and so saved him. I think he was at 18 or 17:55 or something going into the fourth, and saved him as long as we could.
Were you worried about him just coming back out cold in that spot, or did you feel confident he'd be able to just shake it off in the crunch time?
We talked about that the other night. That was why we didn't bring him back after halftime. But he played all the way until the 6-minute mark of the third quarter or whatever. So it's not like he sat forever. It wasn't like he sat since halftime or something. So we weren't as concerned about it. This is his next step. This is his progression, and in the next game he will hopefully play a little bit more, and then that will end sometime early next week, and we'll not worry about trying to manage that anymore.
Brett, is it important to keep this one in some perspective, and what do you take from this? Just your guys making plays down the stretch against a good basketball team.
Yeah, I mean, the best part was we came in, we got together this afternoon, quickly talked about a plan of attack on both ends, and executed it. And after a day off, after a back-to-back, so. I think that's a really good sign because we played with a real purpose. And I think that you have to play with a real purpose as you get further along. And, the haphazard possessions that we had the other night, we had very, very few of those tonight. And I think that was a huge difference for us. For me, yeah. No, there's no doubt. I felt really good about how we were playing all the way through and at halftime. And then the end of the game, if IRVING throws in a couple hook shots and we miss a couple, it is what it is. But that was the most encouraging part, was we just played with a right poise and purpose.
Back on Avery for a moment. I mean, just how much of, I don't want to say a luxury, but just how much of a benefit is it to have him again, to put on a guy like Irving?
I think it's a necessity. Irving is a tremendous scorer. He made shots against everybody tonight. He's a hard guy to stop. But I think that having a guy like Avery out there, good offense usually beats good defense. But Avery certainly makes it as tough as humanly possible when he's guarding somebody.
Coach, the last play, can you say what was going through your head when LeBron was setting up for the three and you guys wouldn't let him shoot it? What happened?
Well, yeah, the skip pass to Williams was an incredible play. That's one of the things that makes LeBron really special, right, is that, everybody knows that he's the guy, and he's been that for his whole life, but he just makes the right basketball play. Like that right there, that was the right basketball play. And so he skipped it, to a brand-new teammate who just missed a wide-open shot, and we got lucky.
Brad, you were able to have the closing lineup that you've had for most of the year back out there with Avery being healthy, and you got wide open threes for, I think, the first 4 or 5 possessions in the last few minutes there. I mean, how confident do you feel in your ability to really execute those sets in crunch time against such a physical defense?
Yeah, I mean, they're hard to go against because of how athletic they are and how similar size they are with their ability to switch and those type of things. But our guys did a good job of being patient, finding ways to get the ball in the lane and then getting the ball out on kickouts, and our guys, made shots. I think we weren't shooting really well at halftime. What were we, 2 for 13 or something from 3, and we were due some makes, and we saved them for the end.
Al, almost a triple-double. Can you assess his night tonight and defensively what he was able to do?
I mean, he was, even at halftime, we were all, he was 1 for 4 from the floor, and we thought he was great. And I think that's you know, a testament to how he was playing. He was really aggressive. His defense was really good. You know, and Thompson's a hard guy to bang with all night. And but I thought that Al did a good job. And then, you know, we had our bigs on LeBron a lot too, and he and others did as well as they could. And I thought that that was a big part to try to just keep us as intact as possible because of all the shooting around the floor.
You guys gave up 120 plus to them in the first 2 games. Tonight, 99. What defensively? What was the difference? What did you guys do?
Well, I mean, I thought we played with a little bit more purpose than we did the last couple of games against them. But at the same time, maybe they missed a couple. I don't know. I'll go back and look at it, and I'm not ready to coordinate our defense yet.